The future of education is an exciting journey. If we can all rally around a common vision that we're preparing youth for their future and not our past. Even though what happened in the past built the systems that we live in today, it's not to, admonish the education system of the past and the graduates of that system of the past. I mean, what we have around us are all products of that. When you have the shifting sands, you have to begin to question some of those existential paradigms of education. What is it that the system was originally built and designed to do? And it was originally built and designed to prepare youth to work in factories and industrialized settings, learning how to behave, teaching them how to behave. We've come a long way from that aspect, and it's exciting if we can all recalibrate and agree that we need to have some very significant conversations about how we educate students, what we educate students, and what the end result should look like. If students from a very young age can hone competencies around, collaboration, innovation, creativity, critical thinking, civic social engagement, whatever it may be, in addition to the program of studies, we know that our students will be successful, and ultimately that's what we're in this career to do. Leaving K-12 institutions, going to post-secondaries, what they need for acceptance. There's still exit exams in our system, and educators feel a duty to ensure that students are best prepared to write those exams, even though they may not be the best reflection of what they know. And I think the bigger, larger question is more societal, and it's not even as much on educators. It's, as a society, we need to continue to have conversations about how this system that we invest a lot of money into is preparing, children, youth, teenagers to graduate into this world that is shifting so quickly.
Well, I think that's something that's just bad in the school system. It's just I feel like it's super outdated. So instead of preparing someone for the future, they're preparing them for the past, but no one's living in the past. Everyone's living in the future. I feel like it's gonna be, hey, what do you think is gonna be big in the next 10 years? And how's the world gonna change? Because I feel like everything big right now is based around the future. So a lot of the NASA stuff or whatever Elon Musk is doing, they're all looking towards the future, where I feel like the education system is looking towards the past.
This is one of the foundational questions that all educators face. And there's really two camps. One, you work in the K-12 education system, your role or duty is to prepare youth to be successfully employed and contribute to the economy. There's another set of, beliefs or another viewpoint that the purpose of education and the purpose of educators working with students is bigger than that. And that would be to prepare students to be, to think rationally, to be, good citizens in society, participatory, highly engaged, and that should be the overarching value. And the rest kind of falls into place after that. There's no doubt that we need to recalibrate as careers, entire job classes disappear with innovation. K-12 education needs to, recalibrate and say that's no longer an option. So if you're preparing students for a particular point in time or a particular career, it's not there anymore. So we need to recalibrate that.
I think the purpose of school is to learn and make your mind grow more.
I think the purpose of school is learning and making friends and just getting challenged. It just makes me excited and happy to just do challenges and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, same with me, because I love challenges, because then it just throws something at you and then you can just go okay, I got this.
We very possibly may be the only sector in society that is not embracing significant change to adapt to a rapidly changing world. Said another way, we may be left behind, and I don't think that's right for our youth. Ensuring that all students have an opportunity, ensuring that we truly understand equity as educators, that it's really trying to arrive at the same outcome with differentiated supports for learners, because we're all individuals and we all come with different strengths and different liabilities, and so it's not about just equitably sort of dividing up the resources and spreading it around, and the strong survive and others don't make it, but we need to truly help.
So I think what stayed the same between my parents and my experience at school has been the demand to be at school and how it's a legal requirement for you to be at school. I think that stayed the same. What's changed the most from the time that my parents were in school and now that I'm graduating, I think that technology is a big part of that. And I think that obviously so many people have learned new things about the world and different research has been done. So I think that's a big part of it. They're teaching us new things. I would come home to my parents, I'd tell them something, they'd be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. That's so cool. And I think that's changed.
My hope for the future of education is that we will have systems in the future that really truly put the student at the center, that we talk to students about what's most meaningful to them. We have earnest conversations about the human-made construct structures that we have that are there for our comforts and not for designed for what's best for students. That we create high levels of engagement in the learning process. That learning as a fun, engaging enterprise is not an exception, but it's the norm. We look at facilities in a different way. We look at time in a different way.